Hey, I'm Varun, and today I'm going to be talking with Hagios.
Yes, hi, I'm Hagios from Torus Labs. Yeah, so we are actually a frictionless logins for the applications, and yeah, so that's mainly what we do.
What do you do in Torus Labs?
Oh, okay, I'm actually a business development manager in Torus Labs, and so it's like we do all the business development, marketing, and HR stuff like that. Yeah.
Torus Lab is like it's a technology company, right? And you're doing something which is not programming. So, could you tell something for people who are interested in technology but might not necessarily be interested in programming?
I think it really depends on the situation that you are brought in, and for me, it's like I actually got into the company not because I was like super into technology and stuff like that. I actually got in because of events. So actually, I was I was organizing events for a tech company. So that's how I actually got interested in the tech like industry itself. But it's just that I'm not actually interested in like programming, and I'm not a coder. But the industry itself is really like is bustling and it's like growing. But like that's why I'm like interested and I stay on in the industry, but it's like I don't have the capabilities to actually code. So that's why I'm continuing in that, and every company has different roles to fulfill. So that's why I'm like actually still in a tech company even though I don't code. Yeah. So I think people who are out there who are interested in a tech company who don't know how to code is fine. Like every company has different roles that you need to fulfill. So just try. Yeah.
The gender ratio over here in this hackathon is not quite that great, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like I think I can count the women here in like my fingers.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that?
It's something that definitely needs to change. I feel like I think it's just a common concept to think that the technology, like the industry, is just and coders and developers are for the males, like for the men. But actually, I believe there are many women out there who have so much capability and like have the potential to be better than men. Like so, women out there, just don't be afraid and just like try. Yeah.
It's just, I think it's a very bad stereotype that it's like men are like coders, they're like geniuses or something. It's a very wrong sense of, yeah. And what do you think about constraints like traveling alone and stuff for events like hackathons and conferences?
I think actually like in this day and age, traveling, especially is like as a female, like it's not as dangerous as like a few years back, and I think each of us just needs to have that like we know our boundaries and not like just go to the dangerous places. So like we know that, so it's actually not that dangerous. Like actually myself, like because I come from Singapore and when I come to India, my parents were also really like concerned that I will be unsafe. Like everybody told me to stay safe, especially because I'm the only female that came from my company. Yeah, so they were like, stay safe, and blah blah blah. But I'm like, it's okay. Like doesn't really need to. You don't really need to be scared, and especially like Bangalore is such a great city. I don't think that there's anything to be that afraid about. And especially it's like you just need to know, like don't travel alone at night and like when it's pitch black. Like that's the common, like as long as you don't do that, I think it's like you're safe. Yeah.
Yeah, we should be wise enough to make the right
Exactly,
decisions,
yeah.
especially when traveling and stuff, right? So, do you have any advice in general for women who are interested in technology but then kind of being stopped by barriers or something like that?
I think don't be afraid and don't be like stopped and like by what people say and a normal stereotype, because the world is changing, and I believe each and every one of us needs to have that courage to step out of our comfort zones. Like if coding and programming and developing is like your interest, then just go for it. Like you don't be afraid that all this, like don't have, it's like if you believe that this industry is only for the males, you're believing in a stereotype and you're not gonna break that stereotype unless you stop believing in it. So like that's my advice for you, to actually step out of your comfort zone and don't be the person that contributes to that stereotype. Yeah.
So what do you think about women in blockchain?
Oh, I think they are remarkable and really people who you should respect, because like it's really hard to find, especially when I was organizing an event that I wanted to be like women in blockchain. Like it was so hard, but actually a lot of them who were in blockchain, like they're really good because they just pushed out the boundaries and just like they became the CEO and they started the company. So like those were the ones that were like really people that I looked up to. Yeah.
Thank you for talking. It was really fun.
Thank you.